Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. So right now it is Saturday, the 22nd of March, and I just closed last week's vlog. I just finished my book club discussion for this book with my Facebook group. Hated it, 2 stars. And now I'm off to some more books that I'm a bit more excited to read. So we're gonna go with that. I kind of want to pick up Siege and Storm, but there's also a lot of other books I want to pick up. So I need to start reading on my reader. I need to finish Goddess of River. Goddess of the River is going to be a priority for me. And then we'll see which one I pick up next. But I do want to make some progress in Madship, which I haven't picked up in a while. So that might be like my next book that I'm gonna pick up. I don't know, but I do want to finish Goddess of the River because I was really enjoying that one. So I'm probably going to prioritize that, finish it this weekend, and then move on to some other books. And the 2 books I have on my e-reader that I want to read, I need to keep... Which one is it? That Time I Got Drunk in Save the Demon. I need to keep that one for last. That needs to be the last book I read in March because I need to fulfill a prompt in April. So, and having read that book last is gonna help me with that prompt. Anyways, it makes sense, trust me. But yeah, I don't know how all of that will go because I still have like at least 5 or 6 books I want to read in priority. So I don't know. There's only Mad Ship though. That is like a big book. The other ones are more in a standard length. And I have one shorter one. So I don't know, go through that shorter one, and I'm not sure. I do want to make some progress in like the Shadow and Bone vlog as well, so maybe I might pick that up during the week. I'm not sure. But even if I do get to do all that stuff, I also do have to make some progress in my sewing to-do list, and there's a lot. I haven't finished cutting all of my fabrics yet, and there's a couple of things I still need to get done. So yeah, lots to do, but it's gonna be a good time, I think. I do have rehearsal tomorrow. This morning my son did not have any cheerleading, and because there's a competition again, but he is going to have a class next week. Yay. Also on Tuesday, we're going to be able to see all of the teams available and see like where do we go from there. And I'm going to be registering him to the tryouts, and we're going to have like official dates. So I cannot wait for that. It's exciting. Since I've read 279 pages today, I'm gonna probably not pick up a book right now. As of now, we do need to leave for the grocery store, but after that, I might just go and get into the workshop and finish cutting all the fabrics I need to finish cutting. I also need to print my music sheets, but my printer is struggling, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually be printing them or just using my iPad for like just tomorrow until I take the time to actually print all of them. I might just do that. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna do some B-rolls and some updates, but I don't know what or when. So it's gonna be chaotic as usual. But yeah. All right, I'll see you a little bit later. Hey everyone, it is Sunday evening. I was quite productive today. I started editing a vlog very early this morning. I got up quite early. And then I went to band rehearsal and came back, ate lunch, and finished editing said video I started editing that morning. And then I uploaded it and I went into my sewing room to start sewing, which I decided I wanted to track the time that I spent for sewing. So obviously I'm not counting like the cutting the fabric time, how much time that took me to do. But every time I'm going to be sitting down at my sewing machine, I'm going to log how much time I spend there. So far today, I spent 5 hours and 15 minutes, which is not bad considering that I had a 3-hour band rehearsal this morning, as well as like editing some stuff. I played a bit with my son as well, so it's not too bad. I did have to oil my overlock machine. That's what I was doing, those steps that I need to get done on the overlock. So I managed to oil it enough for me to finish up what I needed to finish with the machine. But now that all of that step is done with, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to the repair shop because it's gonna need a good look at. Probably a couple of adjustments to do and make sure it's well oiled. I haven't had it done, like not that machine, for a long time because I don't use it that often. It's just that now that I'm sewing in bulk, it means I did use it for a while. That did happen to me with my regular machine recently. And I knew that like the time for the overlock was coming up because my mom gave that one to me a long time ago and I've never got it looked at by the repair shop. So yeah, it was time, unfortunately. So I am going to bring that. I think they're closed tomorrow. So I'll see what day during the week I'll be able to bring it to them. So there's that. I haven't read anything else since yesterday. I am going to be picking up my reader this evening because I am going to bed soon-ish. First, I do want to write down a couple of titles and roll 3 numbers with my little Farragut dice I got because I didn't know what books to pick for one of the prompts in the Aurelium Readathon for April. And one of the prompts is to pick 3 books, read the first sentence, and read the book with the first sentence I enjoyed the most. But I don't know which one to pick, and I don't have like a lot of options with my physical TBR that like I haven't really started reading or whatever. It's not for something else. I think I have 3 books that could fit that. So not great, but I do have a lot on my e-reader that I just don't tend to pick up. So I'm gonna write those down and roll a d20 and pick 3 of those that way. I think it's going to be fun and it's going to allow me to read books that I don't tend to pick up on the reader. So I'm going to do that before I go to bed. And yeah, I am going to go back to the fabric store tomorrow. I still have some fabric to buy because I've had an order of book sleeves that I like don't have on hand, so I need to do it. I need to sew it, and I need to send it ASAP. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that tomorrow. I'm not teaching a lot tomorrow, and then come back home, make sure everything's done, and then I'm gonna go and ship it on Tuesday during my break time. So there's that, and then I'll just hopefully be able to just sew on for the rest of the week. I am not putting my hopes up too high because I do tend to be not very successful with all of this. I do want to edit some more videos so I can catch up because right now I'm not catching up very, very fast. So that's the very small update that I have for you today. I'm gonna go ahead and note down those books and head to bed because I'm getting a bit tired. So I'll see you hopefully tomorrow.
Wondering where I picked up the attitude. Guess it's easy when I'm always fucking mad at you. Guess it's easier with something on the side of you. Got me wondering why I ever even learned to lie to you. My psyche's divided. Oh, it's nothing major, but I hate it when you say I know. She left her thong at my house. I went and put it on. I can't blame myself. It's just they turn me on sometimes, and sometimes it gets kinda tough. Don't start that shit, baby. Don't start that shit. I told her out my lips, she didn't understand, so I had to go shiver down. Grown man, she's more aggressive than my ex's man. Used to watch me pressing girls while I watch you pressing men. She left her thong at my house. I went and put it on. I can't blame myself. It's just they turn me on sometimes, and sometimes it gets kinda tough. Don't start that shit, baby. Don't start that shit. Left her thong at my house. I went and put it on. I can't blame myself. It's just they
Hey everyone, it is now Tuesday evening. I wanted to do a quick update because I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do any update for the rest of the week. I'm really gonna try on Thursday. But yeah, Monday, I think it's the last footage that you've seen. I think I went and bought some more fabric because I did have an order come in that I needed to actually sew the book sleeves. I did have like the pattern part already cut. I have like a lot of those, but I don't have the funds to actually buy that many like solid fabrics, if that makes sense. Plain colored fabrics, if that makes any sense. It does represent a lot of money. So I just go in like as it goes for now and what I'm able to afford. So, but since I did get that order, I did need to go ahead and buy some fabric, and I did buy some more fabric of other kitchen aprons that I didn't buy the last time because I was trying to keep that invoice as small as possible. So I did buy the minimum, but I did buy some more. On Monday, I did a lot of sewing. I did a lot on Sunday as well. And I did a bit today. So I took care of cutting the fabric that I needed for my order. And I'm going to be able to send that off tomorrow morning. I don't have first period, so that's going to be perfect before I leave. I just need to sew in the button. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm really honestly happy that I got that done, but I didn't necessarily do some more sewing for the craft fair, which is okay, I guess. I still need to cut that fabric that I did buy on Monday. I'm gonna wait for a bit just because I want to finish the step where I'm at, because I'm like bulk sewing everything. And like that part, I didn't need the extra fabric for that part, whatever part I'm doing right now. So because it's a patterned fabric, I already had those in hand. So there's that. And I unfortunately didn't have time to read much. I tried. I really tried. I did try to pick up just one damn thing after another. I got like 20 pages in, and that's pretty much it. So I don't have much to say honestly right now about this book, about that read. I didn't get any reading done in this either. Honestly, right now I feel really, really tired, so I'm just gonna try to read this in bed. But yeah, for now I haven't read that much. I am going to have like a very busy week next week and the week after that. The next 2 weeks are going to be very busy because I have some drama representations in front of parents and the craft fair coming up. Like, this is wild. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get everything done, but yeah, probably not going to be reading that much, which is okay. Also, this evening, I did register my son for the cheerleading tryouts for the next season that's going to start at the end of June, just after we're done with school, I think. So I think it's June 23rd, which I'm really excited about. So there's that. He does need to learn a dance for the tryouts. And yeah, we'll see if I do make him take a couple of classes in May, because there are some classes like pre-tryout clinics that they're offering to help you prepare for the tryouts. But like, he's level 1, so like, it's not like he's trying to get into a world's team. So I don't know. I'll see what is going to benefit him the most. And yeah, because he will be between the day of his competition and the actual day of the tryouts. It's in 2 steps. The first like pre-evaluation is on May 31st. So there's like 2 weeks in between like his competition on May 10th and the first part of the tryouts. And then the next following 2 weeks, he's gonna have like 1 evaluation per week during the week evening. And we don't know like that in advance. They're gonna determine the schedule depending on like what they're going to see in the first part of the tryouts. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very busy, but I'm very excited for him. I think it's gonna be an amazing thing. So that's good. I don't know what else to add to this clip, so I'm gonna close it here, and hopefully I'll be updating you soon. I don't want to give you any more B-rolls of me sewing because I feel like I've done that a lot lately, and I've been transferring some clips onto my computer, and I'm like, haven't I already done that clip? No, that's a new one. So yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of break of me just sewing time-lapsed because it is a bit redundant to watch. So like, once in a while is fine, I guess, but like not all the time. So I'm gonna take a bit of a break for that. I don't know what else I'm gonna be time-lapsing or like for a B-roll, but we'll see. And yeah, tomorrow I won't be able to sew. So I'm gonna try to focus on reading instead, because I do have concert band with my students tomorrow evening. And I should be able to sew more on Thursday. And then I do have a teacher's training day on Friday. So I have a training all morning, and then we're going out for lunch with my colleagues, and then I should do a little bit of puppet making because my 6th graders are going to start learning to use puppets in after this project that they're going to be presenting next week, by the end of next week and the beginning of the other week. So then yeah, I need to finish those. I'm not even close to finishing them, but yeah, here we are. I'm gonna do that on Friday for a couple of hours probably, or I might just bring them here. Maybe I can show you what that entails here. I could do that, maybe. I'll see how it goes. I might just actually not even show up at school on Friday because my training isn't at the school. It's at the school district, and then just come back home and work on stuff here instead. I think I'm gonna do that. My son isn't going to school on Friday either. He doesn't have school because it's a teacher's training day for him as well, which is pretty rare. Our teacher's day are rarely on the same days because we don't have the same district. But yeah, this week it is. So yay for that. And then probably sew. I'm going to have some time to sew on Friday. So that's good. And we do have cheerleading next Saturday. So busy, busy, busy. I just need to try to remind myself to update here. But anyways, I'm rambling. I said 4 minutes ago I was going to close this clip. So here I am closing this clip, and I'm going to see you probably on Thursday, and hopefully I'll have some reading updates for you then. So I'll see you in the next one. Hi everyone, I just want to do a quick update. It is now Friday evening. I've had a very rough week. I'm exhausted, to say the least. I have been trying to read though. I was not successful, but I really did try. I think I read maybe 30-ish pages of Just Another Damn Thing. I didn't even finish like the full chapter. That's how exhausted I am. I am counting the time I'm putting in for sewing and stuff because I am pretty curious. And so far, without like counting the hours it took me to cut the fabrics, I put in 18 hours and 15 minutes, I think, this week on top of like working full time. So it's not bad, it's a lot, but at the same time, it's not enough. It's fine. I am going to put a lot more hours during the weekend, but I'm also going to try to read as well. So I'm not going to continue just yet, Just Another Damn Thing, because it's the end of the month. So, and since April is coming up, I have a prompt for April, which is to read a book with a repeat word in the title from the last book you've read. And for that one, I want to use That Time I Got Drunk and Save the Demon, and then like read on the second one. And yeah, I don't have a lot of time left. We have maybe 3 days left to read that book. And I do want it to be the last book I read in March so that I can like move on to that prompt like as quickly as possible. But I am still in the middle of Goddess of the River. I did make a tiny bit of progress. I think I read 1 chapter-ish. Yeah, 15 pages of this. And it's interesting because part 2, we're getting into knowing more about the life of, I don't want to say it. I'm scared of saying this. I'm going to put a spoilery thing because I'm scared it's going to spoil something. I mean, there's still a lot of the story left, but still, just in case. So we are following, which got me a little bit confused, but we're following Bhishma, which is the only child that Ganga did not free, and we are seeing him from like further in time. So he's not a child, not a teen, he's a full-on adult, and other people are calling him grandpa. So he is like quite advanced in life, which is very interesting to see about like to see characters of a certain age that I don't read a lot in books. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, they say who the POV is from, but they also say like many decades before the war. And in chapter here with Bhishma, it was 15 years before the war. So yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing that there's a war that's going to come. We shall see how that goes. I do want to finish that book by the end of March as well, but it reads quite fast. So we shall see. I am going to take some time to sit down and actually read tomorrow on top of sewing. I did take a nap this afternoon. It was a teacher's training day. So after I got my training done this morning, we went out to eat lunch, and then I ran some errands at the grocery store and got my son's meds and came back here, did a couple of things for work because I'm still paid for today. So I did a couple more things there for school, and then got into my workshop too. So I was tired. And after I was done with school, I decided to take a quick nap, which is always a trap for me because I always fall asleep like way too much. And I'm usually waking up feeling very, very groggy and like not well, which is what happened because it ended up being like me in bed for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. Like I was awake a lot during that time, but I just rolled over and I was struggling. And then ate supper and then went to my workshop to try to work. And so, which I did manage to do. And I did feel better once I was in my workshop. So that kind of activated my brain, I guess. And then I had to stop to read my son's bedtime story and then got back into working and I was feeling better. The danger is when I sit down. That's usually when it goes wrong for me because that's when I feel very, very sleepy is when I stop. I've had a headache for the last 2 days, which, yeah, we're coping. The nap definitely helped, but yeah, I know it's because of the exhaustion, but it is what it is. Anyways, I went on a tangent here. So, reading wise, again, I want to prioritize That Time I Got Drunk and Save the Demon. I want to prioritize finishing Goddess of the River, hopefully tomorrow. And I want to read this one because it is at the same time as my craft fair. There's also BookCon that's happening during its 5 or 6 days. And we are going to go one evening because I won't be available during the weekend. But we are going to go and I do want to pick up like the next book that goes from here. And this one reads really, really fast. Like I know I can get through it within a couple of hours. So that's going to be an easy read to fit and end the month. If that makes sense. So this one is probably going to be for Sunday. But yeah, tomorrow morning, right now it's past 11, I think. And tomorrow morning we do have cheerleading class and then a couple of errands. I want to check a couple of things. And then I've got an errand I want to do. And then I need to go and print out my music sheet because we are already getting ready for the next concert, which is in June. And I do have band practice on Sunday and I want my music sheet all printed out. And my printer doesn't work well. I need to get it checked out, but it doesn't take the paper well, so it doesn't print right on the right spot on the paper, if that makes sense. Anyways, so yeah, I want to do that. That's going to be pretty much it for tomorrow. And we're going to come back because I already did the grocery this afternoon. And I just want to go and sew as much as I can during this weekend and read. So that's going to be my priority. And right now, I'm not sure. I want to continue this, but I also want to start this. So I think since I'm going to bed, I'm going to start That Time I Got Drunk and Save the Demon. I don't think I'm going to finish it for this vlog, considering I'm closing this vlog tomorrow, probably when I come back and have some reading updates to give you, like some last reading updates to give you. So yeah, I'm probably going to finish like those 3 books by the end of the week. So yeah, on that note, I am going to go to bed with my reader and I'll see you tomorrow. Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like ending my
into the mirror, following your heart, but you silence to the fear. And you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it. You deserve it now. Hey.
Pick up the phone, little darling, I got a bit to say. I'm speaking from the heart, I pray it doesn't ricochet. I know you got his up, distance makes this hard enough. I hope that I can ask for you to listen, man, this part is tough. I sent a message and maybe you didn't get it yet. When you have a second, you should check it, swear you won't regret it. I'm stepping out of a meeting, a big amount's where it's leading. I'll make you proud in proceedings, we'll hit the town in the evening, darling. And then it's time for us to celebrate. Pop some vino, we know it's celebrate. Hello, mate, enjoy the ride and spend for something real nice. Cause every dream I've ever had, you helped me realize. No matter how much of a stretch I guess it feels like, no matter how left field, you make it feel right. You believed it could be real beyond the surface. In your eyes I saw that I was worth it. Perfect.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, but you silence to the fear. And you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it. You deserve it now.
And may I say that I never take for granted the lady that I make my plans with daily. Maybe one day shapes the planet with no way to even say it in my native language. Sharing everything I feel for you, I gotta give the praise in Spanish. Mariposa, you and I couldn't be any closer. You make me breathe like I've been a heavy smoker. When we get married, we will be ready for what the world will bring. We're burning him if they had buddied up. Lawrence and LaRousse, it was a cruise, so much to do, so now we run amok. Your laser focus shapes my ruthless execution. My elocution takes your train of thought to resolution. I'm never wanting you, holding back from a benefit, and anyone supporting you will assent with the sentiment. I'm with you every step of the way. Blessings and curses through my eyes every second. You're worth it. Perfect.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, but you silence to the fear. And you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go. Now your seeds can grow. Imagine that. You deserve it.
Hi everyone, so it is now time to close this vlog. It is Saturday evening. I did not do everything I wanted to do today. Well, I did, but I didn't. I was supposed to be sewing and I did not get to that. And honestly, right now, it's almost 8:30 in the evening and I don't feel like going to my workshop. So I might just like read some more and get to that tomorrow and end the evening with some more reading and try to catch up on that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this morning went to cheerleading class. We went to run a couple of errands. We got a kind of like a balance board for my son so he can train at home, do some core training. And then we had to do 2 shops for that. And then I went and printed my music sheet, which is already for tomorrow. And then we came back home, we ate lunch. I edited a vlog, which is good. And I also read quite a bit of Goddess of the River, which I'm really happy with the progress I've made. It does read pretty fast, and I did finish the whole second part. I'm really enjoying this. There's a lot of question about like righteousness in here, like whether the gods have the right to meddle in human things, which is something I do enjoy in this book. Having to like think about like all the righteousness and stuff. I think it's very interesting and it really gives the book some more in-depth thoughts about like life and stuff, which I really enjoy when books do that, gets you to reflect on things. And this is doing it brilliantly. I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to like Indian myths and religion and all that stuff. Like I know a bit of, but like very, very little from what I've learned in high school many years ago. But how I'm reading it right now, I'm really enjoying it. And I do still find it a bit confusing of like all the characters. I'm still confused on who's whom sometimes. But if I don't focus on that, I do feel like I enjoy it a little bit more. So yeah, and it's kind of also like becoming easier the more I read into it. So yeah, I do feel like some people might find that hard to read because of that aspect. I don't mind it that much because, as I've said, I can easily pass through that and still get the most out of the book, even if like I'm still confused on who's whom. But yeah, this is very interesting. I love that we're following an older character as well, which is quite interesting. And we're kind of going back in time with Genga's point of views and chapters and seeing like why she's doing what she's doing, like what she did, if that makes sense. And it's giving us some more answers and all that. And I'm very curious to see like where it's going to go in the next 2 parts, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I'm liking this. I was confused as well at the beginning about like the forms of the goddess and gods, like how they take form and how they communicate with the humans and stuff. But like the more I read into it, the more it doesn't feel real. But it's not that it feels real necessarily, but it's easier to get into and to accept, I think, as a reality within this world. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I feel like I'm really, really rambling here. But yeah, anyways, I'm really enjoying this, really happy with it. And like my experience of reading this is pretty similar to when I was reading Kaikei. And I remember being just a bit confused and trying to understand the world at first. And once I was hooked, like after maybe 10 chapters-ish, maybe less, I was hooked and I could not put it down. And right now that's how I'm feeling about it. So really happy with it. The end of the part 2 is a little further than halfway through. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I just want to finish it soon. So I'm going to see when... So part 4 starts on page 307. So I have maybe 75 pages to go through, finish part 3, and then another 80 pages. So I think I can finish this evening if I only focus on that. And then I can move on to that time I saved a demon. That time I got drunk and saved the demon. I did read the other evening, 12 pages of this book. That's it, because I fell asleep. I was way too tired to actually be able to read and keep on reading. So, and like those 12 pages are pretty much only 2 pages of the actual book of when like chapter 1 starts. So there's that. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish this because my speed of reading this book has been very, very faster than my usual reading speed. So I might just finish this evening. But I'll be talking about it in the next vlog because I'm going to end this here. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I really, really appreciate it. I cannot say this enough, how I appreciate every single one of you who watch my videos. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.